Hi, Sag. This is going to be your reading for the beginning of December. It's good for the Sun, Rising Moon, and Venus sign of Sagittarius. Just keep in mind it's a general message, so it's not going to resonate with all of you because it isn't meant for just one of you. Sagittarius, I think last week I put up your December forecast because it's your solar return. Happy birthday to any of you that are celebrating a birthday this month. Also, Sag, you need to check out my other channel called Soma Chandra Libra, where I read for Sagittarius every 72 hours. It's basically a channel dedicated just to Sagittarius and Libra, but I do read for you guys on this channel as well because I'm committed to reading for all 12 zodiac signs here. But you want to get in both collectives. I did put a love message up there for you guys the other day. The link to that channel will be in the description below. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot, but right now it's Soma Chandra Sagittarius. Sag, they want, because the reason for the reading, the energy I'm picking up on is the Three of Swords and the challenge is the Knight of Cups. I think this will be pretty relationshipy. So I did drop some romance oracle cards out or relationship cards out, but they wanted me to use my animal guides to talk about maybe some other parts of your life. I tried to pull out like career and life path and stuff like that, but we just get what we get. The earthworm came out and the cosmic egg. The cosmic egg is about a completion and an ending. It's like the world. So you guys are going to be doing a lot of life review, realizing that you've completed a journey in some way in your life, but a new journey is starting for you. It's a moment of self realization, very much so. But the earthworm tells me you're about to embark upon a new journey in your life, or that right now you're feeling a little hesitant and shy because you feel new in a situation. We have all felt the woes of the earthworm at some point along the way. The earthworm indicates a newbie or a novice working to establish their confidence in a new field. Others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember that they once felt earthworm energy too. This card is often a reminder not to be intimidated or lose hope. Mastery takes time, and you're on the right track. Besides, rumor has it that a beginner's mindset offers the most valuable insights. It's about being earnest, intelligent, and valuable, but it also tells me you're feeling a little shy and hesitant and reluctant in some way. Speak up. Don't be afraid to risk some embarrassment. Some of you feel a little new and intimidated, maybe in work or something. Maybe you feel like you're new on the scene. Keep in mind what the message is. The beginner's mind is the fresh new mind. So, whole new world for you here, possibly. This could have to do with relationships, or it could be, I think for some of you, it's about career or some part of your life. I felt it was separate from maybe what's going on here for you in the tarot. From the Sacred Geometry deck, I got surrender and commitment. This could be about you. This could be about a person you're connecting to. Someone just needs to surrender if they want commitment. The energy of surrender supports us to let go of illusionary control and yield to the flow of love and life. So let go of control, in particular, any illusions that you were holding on to, and release your expectations of the outcome. There is a surrender that needs to take place for you at this time. And commitment came out as well. The frequency of commitment supports our ability to devote ourselves in all aspects of our being and with unwavering belief. Whoa, you're just going to have to let go and believe in yourself and commit to something. This could be about relationship. That's the first thing I heard was like somebody's got to surrender to the commitment if they want it to go somewhere possibly. What came out of the Arrows of Love Oracle deck for you, Sag, by Mystic Moon Oracle? You can find these on Etsy. Casanova, swept off your feet, but then winter. You could have met this person in winter, or you feel swept off your feet. You like this swept off your feet feeling. The Knight of Cups suggests it. Some of you were connecting to a younger water sign, perhaps. But right now, it's feeling a little cold in winter. Roses are red. True love and heartstorm is what's between the two of you. I think that you think you're really in love with a person. Your heart is just storming right now. It does feel a little cold. The cards that came out for the person in focus for you are blessing in disguise and round and round. And I do notice that lip service is at the bottom of the deck. Someone might have done a lot of kissy face emojis, or Somebody might have said they were going to come and see you or do something with you, or whatever they said, it might have just been lip service. It might have just gone round and round with them, or is going round and round. Your guides want you to know whatever is happening, it's a blessing in disguise. Yeah, it's a blessing in disguise. I don't know that you feel that way though, because of what came out. So the reason for the reading is the Three of Swords. Ouch. Feeling heartbreak, emotional pain, sorrow, grief, and hurt. This could be triangulation. Sometimes the Three of Swords does speak to communicable disease, so COVID could be getting in the way, an illness even. But this looks like heartbreak. And the challenge is this Knight of Cups. Here's that Casanova. Here's that Romeo. The challenge is maybe someone would have to offer up a big expression of love. You could have been connecting to a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but the Knight of Cups really writes a romance novel. He is very youthful and very beautiful and very charming and very creative and very romantic. Some of you will feel heightened creativity from my artists. You may be creative and sort of create through pain. But I think that maybe you romanticize something and you might have had an unrealistic imagination. Someone could have gotten jealous and moody, stressed out. Someone comes and goes in and out of your life. The Knight of Cups does that. I do notice the Seven of Pentacles is in reverse at the bottom of the deck, which tells me you're not going to stand here and wait. You don't see long-term success. The Queen of Wands in reverse tells me that you do not even want to be friends. You are reestablishing your sense of self. You are feeling introverted and withdrawn. Some of you were dealing with a Libra. This has thrown you off with Temperance in reverse here. 1 minute you feel one way, 1 minute you feel another way. You can't determine the purpose. You can't find the peace and calm. Yeah. All right, well, let's go around. Let's see what happens. Spirit, show me Sagittarius. I did shuffle this deck for you guys. What happened in the deep past? The Two of Pentacles in reverse. Well, no more juggling. You reprioritized. You made room in your life for something. Knight of Pentacles. Then you began to put a lot of work into it. Okay, this could have been about work. It could have been about a relationship, though. Earth energy here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So in the past, it was like, no more juggling. I've been overcommitted. I'm not going to do that anymore. They're not going to do that with me. Or I'm going to get the Two of Pentacles in reverse is kind of where we drop all the balls and we're like, I can't juggle all this anymore. I'm really overcommitted. I really got to get my shit together and put some hard work into something. Conservative approach, slow and steady wins the race, was in the deep past. What is happening deep within? What happened in the recent past? The Hierophant in reverse, Taurus here. Could have been dealing with a Taurus. You or the person you connected to wanted freedom. You wanted to march to the beat of your own drum. You wanted to challenge the norm and the status quo, or they did. 10 of Wands in reverse. You just let this go. Queen of Cups, though. I think you had a lot of love in your heart for this person, or it could have been a water sign. This person might not have wanted commitment with you. Okay. This could have also been a family member that you went against the grain of what your spiritual and practices and traditions were. All right, what is your soul telling you to do all the time? What is their soul telling them to do all the time? Two of Wands in reverse. Turn around. Focus on your own goals right now. You might have seen a future with someone or a situation. There was mutual attraction. You might have had more than one choice. At one point, you were planning for a future and in a mode of discovery and ready to progress and make a decision. Now you're saying to yourself, I don't really have much of a plan. As a matter of fact, I fear the unknown. I really need to go in for inner alignment and focus on my own personal goals and go back to the beginning. Okay. I can also see that that's difficult for you to do with the Eight of Cups in reverse. You want to walk away, but it's hard. Okay. Your guides might be saying to you, only try one more time if you know you have the same personal goals. Be careful to over romanticize it. We've got a King of Wands in reverse now as well. So someone may be very self-centered, but the King of Wands can be good. Here's the positive aspects of the King of Wands in reverse, if there are any. This is where we focus entirely on our own personal direction, or it's where we feel like we can't take the lead in a situation, Watch out for aggressive goals and high expectations. Or if you're dealing with a person, this is kind of a player energy. This is a person that doesn't visualize long-term success. They act confident, but they're not. They come off as experienced and passionate. No, they're not. Okay. What else? What actions will happen? So someone's not going to take a strong lead. Five of Pentacles in reverse. You could be freeing yourself from a negative relationship cycle with this kind of a person. Some of you are having a hard time taking the lead, or you're dealing with a person that won't do that. You're barely getting what you need in that situation. Some of you, if you run your own businesses, you will need to get a little bit more creative and put more energy into that. You're working hard. You will need to be creative. You need to take more of the lead. You're barely making ends meet. For any of you that are the King of Wands, this Queen of Cups might be the issue. Okay, well, how do you see yourself? How does Sagittarius see themselves? I see you guys freeing yourself from like negative cycles here. You see yourself as the Knight of Swords in reverse. Lots of knights. There could be a lot of people showing up here. So feeling pretty restless and unfocused and burnt out. There's not going to be a rush or a siege or a surge. Some of you want an Aquarius out of the way. I don't know where I heard that from, but that's why. I think that could be true for a few of you. I don't know why that's the case for some of you. But the Knight of Swords in reverse is unfocused and he's impulsive. He's a little burnt out and restless. So just get your focus going. There might be something that you don't want to risk. You might be having a hard time being very brave and going out on a limb. But you see yourself as the Knight of Swords in reverse. You could have had harsh words for someone. Eight of Swords in reverse. I think that there's something you can't take a risk about. Because with the Eight of Swords in reverse, you're facing beliefs about yourself that limit you. You've got a pretty strong inner critic right now. You're releasing the negative thoughts and you're trying to be open to a new perspective. Still feeling restless and burnt out. What are the hidden factors that they're not aware of? The Seven of Swords in reverse. Well, someone around you feels guilty. They kid themselves and they cheat themselves too. It's also possible that you're feeling some imposter syndrome, like you don't really know who you are in a situation. You do need to be flexible and adaptable, in particular with business and work. But I think you're having a hard time being strategic, and I think somebody else might be having a hard time being strategic with you as well. Okay, how do you feel? How does Sagittarius feel? The Knight of Wands in reverse. Well, we've got every knight on the table here. I think you're dealing with a person between the ages of 19 and early 30s, possibly. Maybe that's your age as well. Sag, you're frustrated and restless. I think you're doing what you have to do here with the Knight of Pentacles. But I think you want it to be a whole lot more loving, beautiful, charming, romantic, and creative. And I think you're pretty damn frustrated and feeling restless and impulsive and burnt out. But here's the thing about the knights. They all flip into the reverse. Our energy plateaus and wanes. Some of us are just plain growing the hell up and realizing I'm a queen or a king. I'm not a knight anymore. How else do you feel? You're frustrated though. The Three of Wands, you are looking to the future. You're looking to the horizon. You are making plans. You might be waiting for something, waiting for someone or something to come to you. This could be a dream that's at a distance for you. It may take you several years to get to where you want. Right now, you're barely breaking even though. What is the final outcome? The Page of Wands. Well, someone is just a free little spirit and they're going to go on walkabout. I think this might be the person that's breaking your heart. I also think that that's your energy, Sagittarius. I think that you will break free. I think that you need some fun and excitement in your life. Some of you are thinking about traveling. Some of you want to explore and study and look for limitless potential. You're not giving up your Sag energy, but this could also be the person you're connecting to. King of Swords. Whoever this is, they're rather detached. The King of Swords and the King of Wands, by the way, are the most difficult people to get into a relationship. I ought to know. I come out as that person in my tarot readings all the time. Very detached. I get this. I feel it. But I feel for anybody that connects to a person like this, because this is a guy who likes a lot of control. He will not lie, but he represents authority and truth and intellectual power and mental clarity. But he likes to be the smartest person in the room, and he usually is. And it's a person that's kind of detached. Okay, well, how does the person they're connecting to feel about them? How does the person they're connecting to feel about them? Two of Cups in reverse. This could have been a breakup. This person is focused on self-love right now. That's a shame. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They might be a little shallow too, or they might not know their own self-worth. This person, a lot of people say this person's giving up being single. I don't see it having anything to do with being single or in a commitment. The Nine of Pentacles is about knowing your own self-worth, usually being very focused on finances, independence, and career and self-sufficiency. This person struggles with that. They either overinvest in work or underinvest in it. They could be a little shallow. They might want reward with no work, or they're struggling with being truly independent and focused on the right things for the right reasons. Okay, well, how do you feel about them? It looks like your heart is broken. Two of Swords in reverse. You think that this is at a stalemate. The Empress in reverse. Some of you are connecting to a Libra or a Taurus. If you were connecting to a Libra or a Taurus, you might have thought that they were a bit of a princess, even if they were a guy. It's taken you out of Empress energy. You need to get a little bit more creative. You might feel like there's not enough fertile ground in this relationship. What will happen moving forward? For some of you, if it's about career and business, you need to get way more creative and market a whole lot more, and you will generate an upswing. The Moon in reverse, Pisces energy here. Well, you're not living any illusions. In the beginning of the month, you will face a lot of your repressed emotions. If any of you were living in any kind of a dreamlike state or an illusion about anything and things were not as they seemed, that will start to get better for you. Someone may also be infertile or lose a baby. Someone may just struggle with their moon cycle this month. And for whatever reason, that is a message that sometimes some people need to hear. I think that there has been an ending. You could be at a distance from something that you want. 1 year from now, things might be very different. But for right now, there's delays, there's distractions. There might not be enough inspiration or growth potential at this time. There is an emerging idea for something new. But at this time, there's something's just not a dream come true. Watch for indulgences as well. Focus on career. I see a focus on career and personal development. Someone also might not be ready for a serious relationship either, or going through a divorce with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. But they're pulling back. They're saying we're done. All right, Sag, that's your reading on this channel for the beginning of December. Don't forget to check out my other channel, Soma Chandra Libra. It's Sag Nation over there. I do a lot of deep oracle messages and love readings for you guys over there. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link to my website is also in the description below. Don't be afraid of this beginner's mindset, Sagittarius, and allow for endings and new beginnings. Surrender to a commitment, most of all to yourself. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sagittarius. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.